submit. Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Woo! Tonight there was more drama. Oh Lord, American Idol's getting more and more drama as it goes along, right? I wonder if it's all planned drama or if it's just actually unfolding as the show goes along. Let me tell you what happened. This is the American Idol Top 5 revealed. The top 6 are about to find out who is going home and who is going on tour. So we opened up the show with a little recap of the Quentin and Harry fiasco last week. The results envelope was brought out by 2 ladies from the U.S. women's soccer team, and Ryan announced the winner of AI will record the women's FIFA World Cup Anthem. And tonight is the final fan save. And oh, what a fan save it was. Let me tell you, okay, let me, I don't want to get ahead of myself. The theme for tonight is Arena Anthems, epic songs from superstars, and there'll be 2 rounds. Ding! Round 1. Like, I need a boxing bell. So Jax was the first person to say she did Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet. And she picked up a tambourine and rocked this out. I loved how she handled the sweet syrupy parts as well as the faster parts. She also had a very playful thing going with the audience. No wow moment, but this was rocking. Keith said that's how you open the show. J-Lo told her it was really good. Harry called it strong. Nick Fradiani was the next one safe. He did Harder to Breathe by Maroon 5. It seems like Jackson is the only one that want to rock out this week, right? This song was keyed perfectly in Nick's range, and I wasn't even feeling him reaching like I usually feel him on his toes reaching. This was just very comfortable for him. He connected with the camera and found his groove. Very nice performance. J-Lo called it pretty awesome and said he's getting more comfortable every week. Harry said it was a great song for him and called it terrific. Keith talked to him about centering and focus. And if you think I'm centered and focused, make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know. Make sure also to leave some comments down in the comment section. Let me know you were here. Let me know who are your favorite people. Thank you guys so much for your comments and your interactions. Thank you for your thumbs. Alright, Clark Beckham was up next. He did Yesterday by the Beatles. And I was watching this boy closely to see if he'd get some emotion in his face. And he started out pretty blank. His voice was having all the emotion and the yearning, but his face was blank. So he did start to get fully into it in short order. You know, it took him a few lines or whatnot, and he finally started giving us a little angst, a little something, and he murdered this song. Had some really nice big notes, some nice slowing, musical changes, some nice things. He was just up here wailing, and the music just held and waited for him. Then it came back into pace, and then it slowed. It just really crafted to show the best of his vocal abilities. Harry said his notes matched up perfectly with the lyric and called it terrific. Keith called it beautiful and told him to release even more. J-Lo called it risky and thought he did a beautiful job. Tyanna Jones is up next. She did Party of the U.S.A. by Miley Cyrus, and it's good to see her doing something so young. But I don't really think that it fit her gruff in her voice, and it wasn't weighty enough. It didn't have enough. She's got all this extra stuff going on. That's just like cute little teeny bopper thing. It just really didn't fit her very well for me. She was singing it well, interacting with the audience, but I would have liked to see even more youthful energy. They said she let loose and stuff, but I felt like she could have just been more bouncy and have a lot more fun. Keith said it was cool, fun, and an interesting choice. J-Lo told her she felt her the most comfortable on this. Harry called it smart and said she killed it. And that leaves Quentin and Rayvon in the bottom 2, and they will sing for the save twice. They're going to sing for both rounds, but then we vote at the end of the show. Quentin Alexander was the first to sing. He did Light My Fire by the Doors, and he picked a good song and had his look rocking the stage. He did more smiling tonight than I think he has in any other performance, and his tone was so sweet on this. The lows were intense. He got on top of the higher notes well, and I thought it was one of his better overall performances. J-Lo called him great and centered, but wanted more vocal pow, she said. Harry thought it was a great arrangement and said he dug it. Keith called him original. Then Rayvon Owen performed I'm Not the Only One by Sam Smith. He started this and the girls started screaming, and it did sound good in his voice. The way he navigated between his full voice and falsetto was just masterful, and he put all his heart into the song and even dirtied up the vocals a little near the end. You know, he always tries to be so perfect, but he came to the one part and he was just, it just like he just let go, and all the little imperfections happened and stuff, and then he pulled it back in and did it like nice, really soft to the end. I really enjoyed this. Then we went to commercial. When we came back from commercial, we got a reprise of the song much longer than it probably should have been, right? I guess they said, we like this so much, we're gonna play it a little long too, right? Harry called it a fantastic vocal. Keith called it the perfect song choice and said it would have been a hit if he'd recorded it. J-Lo called him the dark horse. And then Scott Borchetta took each contestant to the Dolby Theater, where the finale will be in just 3 weeks. Can you believe it? 3 weeks from now? Oh my God. And we got into round 2. Nick Fradiani was the first to perform in round 2. He did Maggie made by Stewart. And this was another good song choice for Nick, though it kind of sounded to me the same, the same vibe and everything that it had in the earlier song tonight. He was rocking into the story, very intense on the vocal. I felt like he was really giving it his all on this though. J-Lo told him it's about making moments and said he doesn't want to make every song sound like the other. Harry talked to him about sustaining a show on the road. Tyanna Jones sang next, Heaven by Bryan. And while this definitely has more weight than her first song choice and she looked beautiful in a shimmery dress, I was not crazy about how this sounded in her voice either. She sang it well and made the connections with the audience, but there was just something constraining about it, something holding back. And then she said, like when she was talking, she said that, she'd never heard the song before, she had just learned it. So maybe she didn't have time to get it into her body, into, really what she was going to do. But it just seemed a little, a little tight to me. J-Lo said she sounded good, but she didn't feel like it was perfect. Harry said she sang it very well, but he wondered what type of music she would record. Keith told her she has a beautiful voice. Then they had Sean McBride, a Snapchat artist, turn the idols into animals for the Ford segment. And Beckham sang Boyfriend by Justin Bieber. And he picked up the guitar for this, the acoustic, and started this out quick fire singing the lyrics. I liked it better when he got into the pre-chorus and the falsetto and the straightforward chorus. The verses were inventive, but I like when his voice soars and swells and growls, and this just didn't have all that in the verses. It had it in the pre-chorus, the chorus, but it didn't have it in the verses, and I was missing it there. Harry was kind of wishy-washy about it and said it was just okay. Keith told him he has to feel it from another place. J-Lo also didn't think it was the best song for him and talked again about creating moments. She's been talking to several of the contestants about creating a moment within each song. Jack sang next doing White Flag by Dido, and I forget the beauty of her tone when she's not singing those ballads and she's up and she's rocking out. She's got that thing going on, but then when she slows it down and does the ballads, her tone is so beautiful and so unique and so different. Her voice just took me on a trip when she started playing at the piano. It was so tender with such an interesting vocal approach, and I was feeling the emotion and enjoying her artistry. This was just a wonderful performance. Keith said he was completely riveted. J-Lo told her that's exactly what she needed to do right now. Harry called it phenomenal. And now the second song for the bottom 2 and the Twitter save. Quentin Alexander sang first. He did Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine. An interesting song choice for Quentin, I wrote, and it was working for him. He had a few bum notes in the first few lines, but kept the intensity, stayed in the moment. He gave us a few big notes and held one out seemingly forever. I was like, go boy, sing it, sing it, sing it. He still has pitch problems, but it was a good performance. J-Lo said she wants to go watch him on tour. Harry said it was pretty good. Keith said he has really good artistic instincts. Last to sing was Rayvon Owen. He did Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. And this started out a little rocky. I don't know if he mumbled out the words or if his mic was low. Once he got into the chorus, he was wailing away, but the verse sounded a little unsure to me. And I was thinking now, maybe it was just a little low in his range and he was having a hard time projecting it or something. He squeaked it out anyway, but he was fighting. The audience was just going crazy when it's finished. He hit this great big falsetto note, just held it up there, and even Quentin was standing up like, oh Lord, yes, I submit, I submit. So J-Lo said she loved it and called him such a fighter. And the Twitter save goes to Rayvon Owen, and Quentin Alexander goes home. Oh my God, saved 4 times. That was just amazing to me. You gotta watch my reaction video. I'll post a link somewhere in here for you guys. But we are at the top 5 people, just 3 weeks away from the finale. Let me know what you thought of the performances down in the comment box. Thank you guys for your thumbs. I am out. Peace.